What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As promised, I said we were gonna do a day in the life, a little bit date what I'm eating, which is not very much. So we're just gonna run you through some stuff today, what I'm doing. I gotta go to work, I gotta train, maybe show some meals today, what I'm eating, and just run you through what almost my day-to-day life kind of looks like. We just woke up, just showered, just kind of cut my hair a little bit, just to be a little bit more fresh for this weekend. It's Saturday today, so we're officially 25 days out from the show. So we're getting close, crunch time now. We're still pushing the low days. Kind of hoping tomorrow, I gotta do check-ins tomorrow, so hopefully tomorrow I get a high day. But nothing that crazy today. My food's fairly low. My calories are fairly low today. Carbs are next to none. It's almost like just a tease. Excuse you. We're trying to do a video here, man. He wants to go pee-pee. Or you want to go see outside? You want to see the birdies? Go check out the birdies. So anyways, we are going to be going through some stuff that I'm doing today. So I'm just about to make some breakfast, and then we're going to head out to Pure Muscle Fitness, where I got a couple clients, and then we're going to be training. All right, guys, so for breakfast, not eating very much right now, just 40 grams of oats, weighed raw. All right, since we're prepping everything right now, I'm just gonna make my post-workout meal too, and I'm gonna take some meals with me. So I'm gonna weigh that right now. So right now he's got me post-workout meal. I have cream of rice. I'm not sure if you can see that. This one works really good, digests really well. Not much right now, same thing, only 40 grams of dry cream of rice. And I'm gonna be adding 2 scoops of protein to that, and I'll save that for my post-workout meal. So this one mixes really well. Just put it in the microwave for about 1.5 minutes. Stir it up. If it's not enough, add it in a couple more 30 seconds until you have the right consistency that you need. And then after on the protein and all the other stuff, that I'll show you in a sec. All right, oatmeal's done. So add 2 scoops of protein to that. Add a little bit of cinnamon. And a little baby spoon, because it helps eat in small amounts. So it's such a little food. The closer, I'm getting closer to the show when I start changing my utensils. I start using the little spoon to make it last a little longer. So, just little tricks. It's tricking myself that I already know I'm tricking myself, but it still kind of helps. Makes a little bit smaller bites, makes it last a little bit longer. Just gonna mix this up in here. Make sure we don't spill any protein. Everyone's water preference of this is different. Everyone likes different consistency in the oatmeal. I like to keep it a little bit drier, because when I mix it with the protein and everything, it still will make it a decent consistency. I don't like it when it's too watery, because now it just feels like I'm just gonna drink it. I like to be able to chew it a little bit, make it sit in my stomach a little bit more, just to make me feel a little bit more full. So there we go. See, nice consistency for me. This is good. This is perfect. Let it sit here for a second. So it just cools off a little bit because it's a little hot. And we're gonna do the same thing with the cream of rice for later. Just finished right now. So, and then cream of rice. The consistency is not too bad. Actually, I might need to add a little bit of water. Like I said, you just gotta play around with it. KODA, stop crying, man. Everything's gotta be crying with this guy. So consistency is looking pretty good. Yep, I don't need to put it back in the microwave. I think that should do it. So for this one, I'm gonna be adding 2 scoops of protein from HD Muscle, and then I'm gonna be adding the, actually let's just pull everything out now while we're at it. I'm going to be adding the protein. I'm going to be adding EAAs to it. So I'm going to 10 grams of that. I'm going to add 10 grams of the Gluta HC, the glutamine, and about 5 grams of the creatine. I usually mix it all into with the cream of rice, mix it all with the protein, and just have that as my post-workout meal. It goes down super easy, but it tastes really, really good. When you have almost no carbs, this tastes amazing. And just adding the 2 scoops here of protein. So like I said, creatine, 5 grams. The glutamine, 10 grams, a nice rounded scoop of this one. And the EAAs, same thing, about 10 grams. Perfect. So in the beginning it might seem a little like it's a lot of powder, but I find the consistency once it's mixed in properly, it's perfect. Usually I kind of messed up. I usually try to do this the night before, and I will actually throw this in the freezer so that it's frozen, and I'll take it out of the freezer in the morning, like right now, and I bring it with me so by the time I am training later this afternoon, it's thawed out a bit, and I'm eating it almost like a dessert, like almost like a little bit of ice cream. Obviously it's not ice cream, but it's cold, it almost tastes like a nice dessert. So yeah, just little tricks. I mean, it's not for everybody, but I feel like in prep you kind of find ways and little tricks of things that make you taste better. That's one of them that I found, a nice little dessert. It actually thaws out pretty quickly, so it's not like you have to leave it out for hours. Within an hour or so, it's pretty thawed out enough that you could eat it, and it actually tastes really, really good. Alright, since I'm packing everything, I'm going to make my pre. So I always use the Pre-HD Elite with the Pre-HD Ultra. The combination of both is amazing. The Elite is a stim product, non-stim product, all pure pump base. Very good focus as well. So if you're just looking for a late night workout, or you're not looking to have any stim products, this is amazing. But I like it because it gives you the pump and it gives you the focus. And then I use a scoop of the other one to give me more of the energy and the boost that I need, especially right now in prep when I need to push and the energy level is a little bit low. So I'll do 1 scoop of these, 1 scoop of the Elite, 1 scoop of the Ultra. This one's actually my favorite flavor right now, the dragon fruit. Very, very good. Do that. Do 2 cranks of pink salt because it helps with the pump. God knows that I'm on low carbs right now, and I could use all the pump I can get. So that's done. This is done. Just gotta make my post-workout meal. All right, here for post-workout meal, I already weighed out the chicken last night, so 8 ounces of chicken. I just warmed it up on the grill there, on the oven, and I always like to warm it up again because it tastes fresh. So after I cook it, it's in the fridge. Then I put it on the pan, warm it up, add some like hot sauce or any other spice that I need. Obviously the salt-free ones are better at this point because we're trying to control the salt. And this one has no carbs in this meal, so I'm going to be doing a handful of spinach. Almost make it into like a salad, but not really. Handful of spinach and about 4 ounces of cucumber. I usually like to cut them all in half just to make it last. I feel like I got more. See, I got a bunch of little pieces. Toss them in. Makes it feel like I got a little bit more volume. Like I said, these are all little tricks that you just learn as you go. Oops. And there we go. So now I just add, I don't use dressing, so I use lemon juice as like my salad dressing. A little bit of lemon juice and a little bit of apple cider vinegar. Trust me, don't knock until you hate it, till you try it, because it's actually a very good combo. Just a little bit. And then we'll be applying the salt later before we eat. So I'll let that sit there. Bring that with me to work. Meals packed, meal prep ready. Not missing meals. All right, let's eat this breakfast because I'm starving now. Come here. Come say hi. What's wrong with you? This is Koda again. Oh, look who's there. Who's there, huh? You gonna tell them what you're eating? Maybe we'll show them what you eat later too. Yeah? We should do that. Show how you stay lean and how much you're trying to bulk, but you're not eating all your food. Yeah, I know. Okay, let me eat my breakfast, man. See? This is mine. What's up? No. Can't have a good one and you'll like it anyways. He's a very picky eater. Definitely not like that. I'll eat anything. This one, he'll snip it. Unless it's chicken or beef or something like that, he won't eat it. Dropped a cucumber earlier. He won't touch it because it's green. But a piece of chicken, oh, he would have mowed that down in 2 seconds. But what can you do? You got a picky eater. Right, Koda? You picky boy? Don't give me those googly eyes. Those puppy eyes. I don't feel sorry for you. You got the best food ever. You're the best boy ever. Are we gonna get a treat maybe before we go? Are we gonna go to the gym? Yeah? Alright, we're here. The office. Warning, beware. The big beast. So this is the office. Get the full view of the office here. Nice glow in the dark light. This one's actually pretty sick. Watch this. Yeah. It's pretty cool, huh? So I've got the podcast here. So it's the office where the magic happens, all the therapy. So just had a client. And now it's meal time, so I'm about to eat meal 2 right now. So about to go warm it up in the microwave. This is the one I just brought. So got 8 ounces of chicken and just greens. So nothing too special, no carbs for this one. Very sad, unfortunately, but it is what it is. We gotta get shredded. So let's eat meal 2. All right, got the meal. Couple, 2, 3. A little bit crank some salt. That's enough. And this has been my saving grace. All of off season, all of prep is the sweet and heat. Very, very low in calories. I don't know if you can see that in camera. 10 calories for just a tablespoon. Obviously, yeah, it's very, very low. Sodium's pretty low too. Only 50 milligrams, so this actually works perfect because it gives it a little bit of spice, and it actually tastes very good. So I actually use this on all my meals just to give it a little bit of flavor. And some butter. And I actually just got a rain just because I need a little pick-me-up, just to sip on here and there. I'm not going to chug the whole thing because I'm probably going to train in a couple hours and have my pre-workout then. But I need a little pick-me-up. I saw I got a couple more clients back-to-back. I actually got big Antoine coming up next for therapy because he is, same thing like me, we're doing Olympia weekend, so he's obviously doing the Mr. Olympia, so I got a big show coming up. So we've been working on him every week leading into the show, just opening up, make sure scar tissues are all good, range of motion is good on the lats, and anywhere else that he might need a little bit of fix and tweaking. So I'm seeing him every week leading up to the show. making sure he stays healthy. But let's get a meal in for now. We'll show you that in a sec once he comes in. Just a little. I've been doing a little bit of thinking. I guess I haven't really been doing too much talking on the last couple of episodes. I've just been doing more training-based stuff. But yeah, this is my day-to-day stuff. I do therapy. I went to school for therapy. I specifically went to school to work with athletes. Not to say that I don't treat anyone else, but I wanted to specialize in athletes since I've been an athlete my whole life. I've been playing sports since I was a kid. I played football, basketball, soccer. I did martial arts for about almost 12 years. I got my second degree black belt. So sports have been big in my life, to say the least. My dad played professional soccer. So I've been involved in sports in one way or another, before school, after school, literally my whole life. So when I got into school and I decided to go into kin, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, what I wanted to study. Of course, having fought parents, I'm going to be honest, they wanted me to go to med school and live that's either you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, because there's only a handful of jobs that you can do if you're going to school. So I had the mentality I was going to go to med school, and my grades were good, everything was good. Just didn't really feel like med school was my type of thing. I didn't really know if I wanted to go through that, so I didn't really have a plan B when I was in school. So by second year university, I started coming to realization. I'm like, shoot, like I don't have a plan B. I don't really know if med school is really my thing. If I want to be doing that many more years of schooling, committing, all that stuff, especially the lifestyle that I was going. I was kind of getting more and more into bodybuilding at the time, realizing more than the fitness stuff. So I was kind of confused on which direction I wanted to go. So luckily, the roommate of mine that I was living with, she was actually in the athletic therapy program at the time, and I started picking at her brain. I'm like, so what's this program you're into? I've never really heard of it. Never really knew what athletic therapy was. So she told me about it. She's basically like, it's basically like physio, but specifically for athletes. And I was like, very intrigued. Okay. So she told me about it, and I was like, you know what? This actually sounds like something I would like to do. So I went to the interview process. I applied. They only accepted 20 students per year in this program. Luckily, I went through this whole 4-hour interview process, all this other crazy stuff, and they accepted me, which I was very, very happy with. And I was like, you know what? I guess this is the direction we're going with. So we went in that direction. But in school, I was actually still thinking I was probably going to work with a pro team, whether football, basketball, whatever direction. I felt like I wanted to go in that direction, because I thought, working with an athlete and pro athletes at that level would be amazing. But as you start realizing the lifestyle, what I wanted out of my life, it kind of didn't line up exactly with working with a professional team. I tried working with a semi-pro soccer team for a bit. I was working with a hockey prep school for a bit, traveling with them after I was done school. Awesome jobs. Don't get me wrong. I honestly would love it. But if my lifestyle was different, maybe it might work. But with the lifestyle I wanted, I kind of wanted to do my own thing. I just still wasn't clicking, so I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do until I realized, you know what? I'm heavily into the fitness industry. I'm pushing in that direction. I don't really see many people like picking a niche, I guess you can say, as a therapist in the fitness and health and fitness industry. As almost like the go-to guy. In myself personally, I couldn't find someone that did this kind of work: the deep tissue, the Grassin, the FST, the shockwave, the cupping therapy, all in kind of combination one the way I've been kind of doing it. I kind of like created my own little style. I couldn't find someone that did that, and enough people that I was asking around couldn't find someone. So I was like, you know what? I'm like, this is probably a good opportunity for me to go in this direction instead of going to a clinic, working at a clinic, working with a sports team, trying to work like my way up to working at professional teams, which is honestly amazing. If that's what you want, kudos to you. That's what you want to do. For me personally, I realized what my goals were, and that didn't really line up exactly. So obviously it was a longer route trying to build my own business. That's when I started. And I figured to start Tips by TAY, start little. I was doing personal training at the time, a lot of in-home, in-condo training. And then I started kind of promoting the massage part of it. So literally the first couple of years was like me running around, this and that, then coming home, doing massage treatment, go over here, training that person here and there, and then trying to find time to like train myself. And I was also prepping for like my first couple shows at that time. So it was nuts. But those are the years that you're hustling, you're building my name. I was promoting, I was trying to work seminars, I was trying to they'll make a booth and like go to these shows and try to promote my name, and that's, you put the grind in the beginning, and slowly by slowly, like my name started building up, and people started realizing what I do. And then I had the luxury of being able to work here at Pure Muscle Fitness, which is like the mecca of like training anywhere. I consider honestly one of the best gyms in North America, in my opinion. And anyone that knows fitness and is into fitness is probably coming here to train. So I'm very, very lucky that it's where I came and that built my business. And so I'm working from here half the week, and I work from my home half the week, and I fluctuated back and forth that way. And I've been seeing a lot of athletes, pro athletes, even people just day to day, if they're not at any high level, even people that are just fit and just want to get healthy, they come see me too. So I treat at any level from beginners to pro athletes, bodybuilders, powerlifters, you name it. Even I've had some professional boxers. I've had some professional kickboxers. You name it. I treat anybody, anyone that needs to be fixing, that's willing to put in the work, and obviously most people that are training want to get back into training if they're a little bit injured. So that's why I also wanted to work with athletes, because for the most part everyone wants to get back into training, feeling good. If they have a game on the Friday or whatever, you know what I mean? Like they're more willing to put in the work that they have to, and more willing to listen to whatever advice I tell them for therapy purposes. So that's a little spiel on my life a little bit, since I don't really talk too much about what's going on besides the training lately. Yeah, prep's been going pretty good, so can't complain. Like I said, we're 25 days out now, so we're just pushing a little bit. I got check-ins tomorrow, and we'll see what coach says from there. So in the meantime, let's finish this meal, and then we got work. We are, what, 4 weeks now?
Yeah, 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
No, it's the same date.
Yeah. Well, I'm 3.5. So
yeah.
4 weeks now. So we're just gonna be doing some opening up the fascia, opening up scar tissues, anything around the shoulders area, lats. Just making sure he's nice and healthy, making sure the poses are nice and opened up for the upcoming competitions. And we only got a couple more workouts in, so everything counts. So we're just seeing him once a week now, leading up to the show. So let's get to it.
I'm going to show you guys her recovery lounge spot, because it is incredible. Infrared saunas, red light therapy, all that kind of stuff, which I definitely need. So we are here. Powerhouse, Iris, and Hide.
Did you take the Eric for the final show?
I didn't. I used cited drug.
Okay.
So,
You had 50 or 1,000?
All right, that's a wrap. The quick therapy session. How you feeling?
Feeling great.
Great.
Ready for another week of damage.
All right, guys. So yeah, if you guys aren't following Antoine's road to the Olympia, we're all gonna be there. So it'll be a lot of fun. He's pushing the last couple bits, so keeping him healthy. Like I said, we're 4 weeks out, so we'll keep you posted on what's going on, and on to the next client today.
So how the judge is going to see it? That's the question. The side chest, most muscular side tricep. Still you have to have a chest, shoulders, arms for that.
just all you remember, everything you're saying here, you're comparing that to him sucking down and making weight, and now he's going to probably have that fullness that he didn't have.
The fullness is not going to bring the density and conditioning.
You guys just wrapped up the last client here. Just a quick recap what was going on, what we did there, for those of you that are probably interested or looking into it. So with Antoine here, we were breaking through a lot of the scar tissues from obviously some shots, some training, a lot of heavy training. So we opened up all the, we used the cupping therapy, opened up the fascia, because everything that opens up is like, it brings blood flow to that area and helps decompress any myofascial tension in that area. The grass really opens up in the details and breaks down any fascial restrictions in there. And then I use a shockwave therapy to break through that. It actually sends waves down to the cellular level. It helps decrease pain. It helps take down any scar tissues anywhere along the line, especially, like I said, any shot areas, anywhere you're restricted, so get that range of motion back again. So we really dug in there pretty good, opened up his neck, his chest. So got him going up, upper body's functioning pretty good now. with Ella at IPP Pro. She's a physique pro. We were working on just mobility stuff. She always gets restricted in the back, hamstrings. She was having some plantar fascial issues, so we were using the shock wave to open that up too. Like I said, it digs down onto the cellular level, breaks down any scar tissues along the way, so we could open it up and hopefully repair any damaged tissues in those areas. So hopefully that'll do the trick for her. She'll get the mobility back again, because she was kind of limping a little bit from the foot, which brings it all the way up to the hip and throws the alignment and everything off. So we took care of that. So hopefully those athletes are back into training properly this week. But speaking of training, it is my turn to train now. So we're gonna get the pre-workout in. Like I mentioned earlier, we already shook it up, ready to go. So we're doing back, hamstrings, glutes. It's a second day workout for these body parts. So second time doing legs, so I'd focus on the hamstrings, and the second back day that I'd do a little tune up just to make sure working on the weak points and the lats. So yeah, quick 4 exercises of hamstrings right there and about 3 exercises back. And then we'll probably go through some posing. We have a little bit of time, so let's get to it. First workout we're gonna do with lying hamstring curls. Just get the feel for it, really squeeze. On these ones I like to push my hips into it. I gotta probably explain before, hips into it. As you squeeze up, I push my body up into it. That way your hamstrings are engaged from the top and the bottom all the way through, as opposed to just curling from the bottom. That way, lock your hips in, so I'll show you. Lock your hips in. At the bench, I keep it pushed in, so as I curl up, I squeeze up at the same time. Control in the negative. Keep the hips locked into the bench the whole time and squeeze up. Battery just died on the camera, so we missed the other one. We just did adductors, but now we're into the sumo deadlift, I guess you can say, variation. So we're on, I think this is our top set. So now the battery's kind of back. We're back to filming. So let's try to get as much as we can. We're gonna rip this. Here for hamstrings, we're just do standing leg curls. This one, same thing again with that one before. We're not gonna be hunched over, nice and tall, locking the hip, and just riding through, trying to get engaged as much as you can, getting that last little detail closer to the glute. Big stretch, and squeeze the top. Now we're just starting off with back. Just doing 3 quick exercises with back. Nothing crazy, we're just more for isolation, feeling the muscle on this one. We're doing neutral grip, lat pull down. So this is the last set here. So squeeze it out, we'll probably do a drop set on this one, just to finish it off. So. Let's go, big squeeze. Here we go. Last set here. Here we're just doing a hyperextension variation with the bands, just to really get the hyperextension, add some tension, really squeeze literally all the fibers all throughout the back. So just a finisher here, and then we're done. full stretch here. Squeeze, looking up. Really get all the fibers from the erectors on the bottom all the way up to upper traps and lats. All right, finished up. We did the cardio, posing. Honestly, I was so hungry. I finished my post-workout meal right away. You guys know it was the 40 grams of cream of rice, 2 scoops of protein, the EAs, the glutamine, creatine, all that fun stuff. So that went down really, really quick because I was very hungry. So, Koda, I think it's, you ready to go home? Are you hungry? Are you a hungry boy? Making meal 3. This is just 8 ounces of beef, 100 grams of rice, and 4 ounces of greens. So it's my best meal of the day right now because I got the most carbs in this one, even though it's literally nothing. So I'll be happy about this meal, and we got him eating his meal right now. So for those that are, like I said, curious what he eats, I give him 2 pounds of raw meat. It'll change up different times. So sometimes it'll be beef, sometimes it'll be chicken, turkey, just so he doesn't get too used to it in the digestive system. 2 pounds of raw meat, 2 whole eggs. I'll do, I've been doing a little bit of kibble or some rice just to get him a little bit more carbs because he needs to get a little bit thicker. So sometimes I'll throw in some kibble or rice. I'll sprinkle coconut oil or fish oil on top of his food. That's what gives him a nice coat. And then I'll do some digestive enzyme powder. And right now, just because he's got a little bit of allergies, a little bit of allergy powder on it too. Almost done that meal. It was very good. Very short-lived, but that's all right. So yeah, pretty full day of stuff. So this evening, nothing much crazy. Just gonna do some stuff around the house. Maybe do some client work. I got 3 more meals tonight, so very basic. So I'll show you those before the end of the day. But yeah, the hard stuff is done for the day. Now we just chill, watch some TV with Koda. Nothing crazy at this point. My energy levels are done. I am very burnt out, so very excited that this Saturday is just a chill night, relax. Tomorrow I got 2 clients. Oh, sorry about that. I got 2 clients, and then I think I have a photo shoot, so nothing too crazy for this for now. Nice and boring. 8 ounces of chicken, a handful of spinach, and about 3 ounces of cucumbers. Sorry, my brain's not working. And then some hot sauce, and that should be it. Last meal. So just got some egg whites, just weighing out, warming up the pan. So this meal we're having 450. Let's see, is that about right? Oh, a little bit more. 450 grams of egg whites. Let me check. Almost there, not quite, just a little bit more. Nope, that wasn't enough. Ooh, almost, just a tiny bit more. It's got to be exact. Perfect, good enough. All right, so let that cook up. I like to make it almost like a little, kind of like an omelet-ish. And then I'll do some greens, 4 ounces. And then my highlight of this meal, I'm going to add, wait for it, 1 baby pickle. It's the little things in prep at this point that just make you happy. Holy fuck with my cheeks. The spice and the extra texture in this. So I've been adding it to almost every single meal. A little bit of sweet and heat, sprinkle across, and then I usually like to add a little bit of lemon juice just on the cucumbers. That's good. And of course, pink salt. And there you have it. Last meal. Not too bad, right? So I'm gonna melt this down, and then we're gonna go to bed. So thanks for watching, guys. That was a full day of eating, training, work life, KODA life. So this is a typical kind of day. Yeah, you know, it's the day in life in the prep. So appreciate you guys following along. Stay tuned to next video.